Before the rise of Sauron, before the Fellowship of the Ring, and even before the kingdoms of men, the world of Middle-earth was shaped by forces beyond time itself. In the timeless halls of Eru Ilúvatar, the very fabric of existence was woven through the harmony and discord of divine beings. Today, we journey through the epic tales of creation, betrayal, and war that set the stage for the struggles of the Third Age. This is the story of the First and Second Ages of Middle-earth, where gods walked among the living, and the fate of all races was decided. Welcome to the untold histories of Tolkien's legendary world. The events that led to the War of the Ring were set in motion long before the realms of men, before the elves stirred to life under the stars, even before the world itself took shape. At the dawn of all things, there was only Eru Ilúvatar, the source of all creation. From his thoughts sprang the Ainur, powerful spirits, each of them embodying a fragment of his grand design. In the timeless halls, they beheld a vision of all that would be, and through their music, the very foundations of the universe were laid. But among the Ainur, one spirit stood apart, Melkor, mightiest of them all. Dissatisfied with the harmony of the great music, he sought to impose his own will, creating discord where there was once unity. The resulting dissonance threatened to unravel the fabric of existence. But Ilúvatar, in his wisdom, wove Melkor's rebellion into the grand design. A single, powerful chord brought the music of the Ainur to an end, and with it, the Ainur glimpsed a vision of the world to come. Arda, the stage for the great dramas of creation, war, and fate. And so it was that Ilúvatar brought forth Aya, the universe, and invited the Ainur to enter this new realm. Some remained in the timeless halls, but others, including the most powerful of the Ainur, the Valar, descended into Arda. Their task was immense, to shape the world, to prepare it for the children of Ilúvatar. Yet even in this new world, Melkor sought to bend all to his will, sowing destruction and chaos as the Valar labored to bring beauty and order to Arda. For centuries, Arda remained in darkness, until Yavanna, one of the Valar, brought forth the two trees, Telperion, the silver tree, and Laurelin, the golden tree. These trees bathed the land of Aman in light, their radiance the first illumination of a world still young. In this time of light, the firstborn of Ilúvatar, the Elves, awoke by the starlit waters of Cuiviénen. Yet their awakening did not go unnoticed by Melkor. Even as the Elves began to walk the world, Melkor sought to corrupt them, capturing some and twisting their forms into the Orcs, creatures of darkness and malice. The Valar, seeing the threat, waged war upon Melkor, driving him from his stronghold and imprisoning him in the halls of Mandos. Peace returned to Arda, and the Elves were invited to dwell in the light of Aman. Some accepted, becoming the Calaquendi, the Elves of Light. Others remained behind in Middle-earth, content to live under the stars. This sundering of the Elves marked the beginning of many divisions and fates among the firstborn. In the years that followed, the Elves prospered. those who dwelled in Aman, guided by the Valar, reached great heights of culture, wisdom, and power. Meanwhile, the Dwarves, not directly created by Ilúvatar but by Aule, were granted life by the Creator, establishing their great halls deep within the mountains. For a time, peace reigned over Arda. But peace would not endure. After 3 centuries, a repentant Melkor was released from his imprisonment, yet his heart remained blackened with envy and hatred. His schemes grew more subtle. Disguised as a friend, he sowed dissent among the Elves of Aman, corrupting hearts with whispers of ambition and mistrust. His treachery culminated in an act of unparalleled destruction. With the aid of Ungoliant, a monstrous creature from the void, Melkor destroyed the 2 trees, plunging the world into darkness. Escaping to Middle-earth with the Silmarils, jewels of indescribable beauty crafted by Feanor, Melkor's betrayal ignited the War of the Jewels. Driven by vengeance, Feanor led the Noldor elves in pursuit of Melkor, whom they now named Morgoth, the Dark Enemy. This war, marked by great tragedy, including the kinslaying at Alqualondë, saw the Noldor exiled from Aman, cursed by the doom of Mandos, to a future of unnumbered tears. For centuries, the Noldor waged war against Morgoth in Middle-earth, and during this time, the second children of Ilúvatar, men, awoke. Unlike the immortal elves, men were destined to live brief lives. They awoke in a world already torn by conflict. Some allied with the elves, while others fell under Morgoth's dark influence. The war raged on, engulfing kingdoms and bringing untold sorrow to Middle-earth. The final act of the First Age came in the War of Wrath, when the Valar themselves came to the aid of the elves and men. Morgoth was utterly defeated, cast into the void beyond the Door of Night. In the aftermath, the land of Beleriand was drowned beneath the sea, and many of the elves sailed west to Aman, leaving behind only the few who wished to remain in Middle-earth. Thus ended the First Age of the world. The Second Age dawned as Middle-earth began to heal from the scars of the past. In the northwest, Gil-galad, High King of the Elves, ruled the coastal realm of Lindon, while to the east, Galadriel and Celeborn established the elven kingdom of Eregion, near the great dwarven halls of Khazad-dûm. Yet even as these realms grew, shadows lingered. Far across the sea, the island of Númenor arose, gifted by the Valar to the men who had aided in Morgoth's defeat. Under the leadership of Elros, brother of Elrond, Númenor grew into a mighty kingdom, its people blessed with long life and great wisdom. But even Númenor was not immune to the temptations of power. As the Númenorians grew more powerful, their hearts grew restless. They longed for immortality, envying the elves who would never die. This longing for eternal life sowed the seeds of Númenor's eventual downfall. Thus, the stage was set for the events of the Third Age. A new shadow would rise, an ancient evil thought long defeated. But that is a story for another time, as we journey through the rich histories of Tolkien's world and uncover the epic tales that shaped the fate of Middle-earth.